So to begin this attack, we need a few things here. We need man in the middle 6. So we are going to go ahead and just say mitm6, okay, and we are going to say a domain dash d for domain. Now my domain here is hacker.local. Okay, so we will do a domain of hacker.local. We will spin that up and we are going to just start getting replies coming in from different devices in our network. Okay, so from here what we need to do is also set up a relay attack. So now that relay attack is going to look something like this: in packet dash NTLM relay X. Okay, and then we are going to do a dash 6 because we are only going to work with IPv6. We are going to do a dash T for our target, and our target is going to be via LDAP secure. Okay, this is why we set up that certificate. We could have done LDAP. Most environment have that certificate running, so it's important to do LDAP secure. So LDAP secure colon double slash forward slash, and we are just going to point this right at the domain controller. So whatever your domain controller IP address is, mine is sitting at 140 192.168.57.140. okay, for this wh we are just going to use a wpad. So I'm just going to call this fake wpad. You can call it anything you want, but at the end you are going to mention the domain. Okay, and then we are going to do a dash l, and I'm just going to call this loot. Okay, loot dash l is for loot. So if we set up loot, we can dump out some information that will be useful to us, and we will see how that works. So let's go ahead and just hit enter on this, and this is still getting spoof replies. It will get replies. Okay, but we are going to speed this along. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go over to my Windows 11 machine. Okay, and I'm just going to reboot this. Go ahead and restart this. Okay, and see, this is going to allow us to see this in action. What's happening is IPv6 is sending out a reply, right? And it's saying, hey, who got my DNS? And it sends that about every 30 minutes, I think so. So what we are going to do is we are going to just speed that up by shutting a computer down and then restarting it. Okay, it's going to actually go ahead and make this a little bit faster. So we are going to try to authenticate when we restart. It's going to try to authenticate first as the 0-day machine. Okay, it's trying to authenticate with the our C Punisher machine, which is 0-day. Okay, so you can see this by C Punisher $sign. Okay, it's trying to authenticate with it. See, on 144 against LDAPS, and it succeeded. It is C Punisher. Okay, C Punisher, which is our 0-day. So you can see that it's enumerating the relay credentials. It's enumerating the relay credentials. It's going to take a while on large domain. That's fine. And it just succeeded, and see, it succeeded. Okay, it's trying to see what kind of privileges it has right now. So it might take a minute, and it's dumping any information. Okay, it's dumping any information into the loot directory. So if we open this up, loot directory, I'm going to open up a tab and we're going to do ls. Oh, sorry, I just put that in our root folder. I'm going to cancel it, and I'm going to say home slash Kali, because Firefox cause issues by when you are root. I am going to open Firefox for this, so I am going to save it in home Kali root. Just a second, I am going to restart it again. If you want to pause the video, you can pause it. Okay, it's already done though. Just a second. See punisher, and it is password. And here you can see it succeeded again. Okay, it's trying to connect, and it says 0 day. Okay, 0 day 140, and it succeeded. Now I'm going to a new terminal and do ls, and see here is a root directory. I'm going to cd into that, cd root ls here. Okay, so look at this, all this here, domain computers. Okay, domain computers by operating system, by just domain computers, domain groups, domain policies, domain trust, domain users by group. Now I love this because we can come in and we could say something like Firefox. Do Firefox, sorry, Firefox, and I want to say that domain users by group, domain users by group dot html. Press enter and see, we can just look at the domain users by group. Okay, and I'm right here in the domains admins on the top. Okay, on the top of that, and now you can see a there you can see a lot of different things. We set up the SQL server, iron coder. Okay, and we see a bunch of things here. And remember, we put in the description that the password of my SQL is, my password is 123 123 pound. You know, people think that these descriptions are not visible, and look, it's visible to us, and we barely did anything, right? We just succeeded with an account. We succeeded with a computer. That computer was capable of accessing this domain controller via LDAPS, logging into it and dumping out any useful information to us. That's scary, right? We all have this information in our hand. Now we can see who the domain administrators are. Okay, domain admins, we can see enterprise admins, and we can see administrator, we can see domain users. Why do we need Who do we need to attack in this environment for this to work in our favor? So let's do one more thing. Let's go ahead and into our Windows 11 machine, and we are going to log in as our administrator. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to sign out this, and I'm going to log in as an administrator. Administrator, and I'm going to say P, capital P, @ £, W lowercase 0 RD exclamation. Just a second, hacker administrator, sorry. Now go back to your terminal. I'm going to stop this and run it again one more time. And here you see, I just log into one machine as an administrator, okay, and admin log into computer. That's what happened. And you can see the administrator login somewhere in the network. It succeeded. See, it succeeded. Administrator, okay. It targeted LDAP, and then it comes through. It tries to make a new user. See, attempting to create a new user. Just a second. Hey, adding new user. Here is the username, here is the password, and the result is okay. Now we own this domain, because what it's going to do is it's going to try to go in and it's going to try to grab all this information for us, and it's amazing what we can do. So let's save this information out and just see how it works. And other thing, okay, look at this. Let's go ahead and go to our domain controller. If we go into domain controller here in our Active Directory users and computer, then go to users, and you can see here is the new user. Okay, it's already refreshed. If it's not refreshed, just click on the refresh button. Okay, refresh here and it will show up here. Go to your Kali Linux and see the name of the user, NREWP, something like that, and at the end that there is F. You can see NREWP, and at the end there is F. This is the user now in here, and they are a domain user. Let me show you again. In domain users, there is no any user like that. It's already updated, so I open it again and see, here's the domain user at the top, the new user at the top. And now look, it's something like NWREP, whatever. The user is now in here and they are domain user, but they set up a policy for us to have exclusive privileges with that account, okay, with the access control. And what happened if we actually go to the terminal, sorry, this terminal, and I do Control C, okay, and I will just do ls and see, here it is. It's already before. Let me show you ls-al by the time. This one is the new one, okay, I think so. Now this one is the new ACL pawn restore here. So we can actually restore the ACL to what it was before, but as of right now it's allowing this user through and a special ACL that was created with this attack here. So this is a fantastic thing, and this is not the only thing that it can do. It does so much more stuff. Okay, I'm going to actually link down below some amazing thing that you can do with this, and I want you to read up on this because it's so fantastic. So I'm going to put this in here, paste this really quick, and just scroll down a little bit, and show you this blog post. And this is the one I use all the time. So you can run this man in the middle 6 with what is called delegate access. If you scroll down, you can see delegate access. And for example, what you can get that you can't get an administrator to work. Maybe this computer succeed. Look at this. See, iCorp W10S succeeded, $ succeeded. You could still add a new computer. You can see here attempting to create computer in this, adding new computer with username like this, and you can utilize that to attack the computer that authenticated you. You can impersonate users. You can see impersonate users. You can do impersonation, and it's an awesome attack. It's called delegate impersonation or delegate access, and it is so amazing. So I do recommend checking this out again. I will put this down in the resources below. Great blog. So that is it for this attack. In the next video we are going to cover how to actually defend against this attack and what you can do. Okay, it's fairly simple, but we will still cover it. So that's it. I will catch you over in the next video.